just reflections in me. You think that just because I don't look like a cover girl, I'll never touch the stars or make a splash in the real world. You'll see that you were wrong, all about me, all along. 'Cause you can't hold me. Reflections don't tell all. Just two dimensions on the wall. It's time to stop telling the lies that beauty's what's seen outside. I thought that just because I don't look like a cover girl, I'd never touch the stars or make a splash in the real world. I see now that I was wrong, all about me, all along. No more looking through those eyes. Now I'm done hiding what's inside. Here I am, beautiful.
Hey, I'm excited that you're joining us tonight.
I am too. Oh, let me do this. I'm trying a new thing.
Of course he is. He's
There we go.
always trying a new thing.
So we won't have reverb when we talk to you guys.
Oh yeah, but we like it when we sing. Especially there's a song we're going to share with you tonight that I just think it needs all the reverb. It's a very I don't know, it's such a cool melody line, and it's kind of like this ethereal thing. It's called Let It Go by James Bay. And gosh, I just love that song. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for being here. And if you're tuning in live, thank you. And if you're coming in late to the game and you're watching us on a playback, man, we're grateful for that too. We're just excited to have you come alongside us, and just to be able to share our hearts with you is always a really cool thing. So this first song we have for you is one you've probably heard. It's an original of ours, but I don't think I've really talked about the story behind it before. So this first song is called Last Week. No, yes, it is called Last Week.
Well, you know why you said that? Because
Yes, we went through a lot of iterations of
well,
song
a couple
titles.
different names for it. One of them was 10 years. So
10 years ago, last week.
it was just 10 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I looked up my old mixes of the song as I was going through my files, and it said 10 years. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's what we used to call it. So
Yeah, we don't delete anything ever. So we have a lot of old iterations.
especially
of
me, I have like
songs.
1,000 emails and or more than 1,000.
I can't even look at his. I am the person that clears notifications off my phone. Like if I have a notification with a little red bubble, I can't handle it, and I have to get it cleared off my phone. And he has like 5 figures of like little red bubbles on his email. Okay. Anyways.
Hi, Dad. I saw
Oh, hi.
Dad's in the chat saying hi.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. Okay, so
I
this
just
song.
want to say one more thing about Dad. Dad, I'm really glad you're doing better. Thank you for the health
yeah.
update. Been praying for you. So
Yeah, he had a surgery recently, and so we were really grateful that everything went well and successful. So, yeah, absolutely.
So what is the song about?
Yes, getting to that. So last week is one that it was one of those really cool moments where the song actually comes together pretty quickly, lyrically at least. I don't remember if it was a process with the melody, but lyrically it came together pretty quickly, and it came kind of on the heels of just a afternoon of reflection, I was actually at like a women's retreat, and we were supposed to write a letter to ourselves that was going to get mailed. And I wrote this instead, as I was looking back and reflecting on my life and things that had gone right, gone wrong, things, just circumstances in my past. And I realized that it had been kind of 10 years ish since I kind of try to tread lightly when I talk about this story, just because there are people that I still care about that are involved in the story. But there was just a lot of hurt that was done from someone that I trusted a lot, from someone who was supposed to be on my side, who was supposed to want God's best for my life, who was supposed to encourage me in the things of the Lord, and didn't. And so what that does when humans act in their humanity is it can create wounds. And that is why we all should treat each other with grace and kindness and love, and we should all cheer each other on. But we should all also, weigh the things, like, because hurt people. That's what they do. And when we react out of our own hurt and our own wounds, it creates hurt and wounds in others. And so that's kind of the heart behind this song, is getting to a place of being able to let that go, being able to walk out of the wounds, being able to allow the Lord to kind of uproot the thorns of hurt and rejection and disappointment, to allow the Lord to uproot those things so that he can plant hope and faith and all those other things in their stead. And so that is kind of the story behind last week. And there will come a time where I'll probably go into more detail about it. But for today, that is what I felt like was on my heart to share. And so that is the story behind last week.
Yeah. So as some of you who've listened to our music are aware, we like to take these heavy topics that we talk about in the songs and marry
Put
them
to poppy sounds.
Yes, marry them with fun music. So
Yeah.
we're going to add in the tracks tonight and have a little fun with this, which is
Yes,
Katie's
and
favorite.
I will actually revisit that when you're making your guitar change. I have something to say about that.
Okay. Here we go.
So here we go. This is last week.
All my secrets to, best friend I'd ever had. 10 years ago last week, my world and you didn't see the cracks in me.
Oh man. Okay, no, stop. We gotta stop. Because
Okay.
this song means a lot to me, because there was a lot of wounds and damage that the Lord healed. And man, I can recite any Taylor Swift song. I can recite like any worship song. But man, when it comes to my own songs, I'm gonna mess it up almost every time. I don't understand these artists that can sing their own stuff without making mistakes. I literally.
It's okay.
So we're gonna start over because Katie already biffed it.
So okay, guys.
That
we can
is
start over.
humanity at its best.
I see Henschke in the chat. Thank you.
Hi.
I love this Strat myself. Yeah, I got it recently over the last couple years. So yeah, he's admiring the Strat.
James likes his guitars.
And I didn't have time to turn off a reverb for
That's
that.
okay. We're going to
Okay.
restart the song because Katie's not going to mess it up this time.
10 years ago last week, you were the one that I told all my secrets. walking home and talking lows, seeing shows in evening clothes with you. From nervous touch to nervous touch, to staying up and waking up with you. And now we're slipping at the edge, holding something we don't need. All this delusion in our heads, it's gonna bring us to our knees. So come on, let it go, just let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? Everything that's broke, leave it to the breeze. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? And I'll be me. From throwing flows across the floor, to teeth and claws and slamming doors at you. If this is all we're living for, why are we doing it anymore? I used to recognize myself. It's funny how reflections change. Are we becoming something else? I think it's time to walk away. So come on, let it go, just let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? Everything that's broke, leave it to the breeze. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? And I'll be me. Trying to fit your hand inside of mine when we know it just don't belong. There's no force on earth can make it feel right. No. Oh, trying to push this problem up the hill when it's just too heavy to hold. Think now's the time to let it slide. So come on, let it go, just let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? Everything that's broke, leave it to the breeze. Let the ashes fall, forget about me. Come on, let it go, just let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? And I'll be me. And I'll be me.
So we're heading to the acoustic portion of our night. And speaking of tracks, I don't like them. He knows I don't like them. But there's something really sweet and special about taking something that's stripped down and making it more than it is. It's sort of, well, it's actually what the Lord does. There's a scripture in Ecclesiastes that I love a lot. And it says that a cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. And what that equates to is, specifically in marriage, it's a cord of 3 strands. So it'd be, I'm one, James is one, and the Lord is the third. You can also look at it as the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But that's kind of what I view tracks now. And that actually came on the heels of last week, you guys heard I was not in town. I was at the Taylor Swift concert.
Oh, you're literally talking about last week. Let me actually turn off the...
Yeah, I was waiting for that, and then you didn't do it, so I just was like, I launched in.
One of these days, I'm going to remember to turn off those effects when you talk.
One day, because I know it's easier for you guys when we don't have them. Yeah, so last week I was at the Taylor Swift concert, which was extraordinary, with a dear friend of mine, and just watching the different performances, and there were 2 openers. And what's really cool, when the Lord calls you to something, then he's going to meet you in that thing every chance he gets. And so for me, every time I go to a live show, there's always something that the Lord is talking to me to, that he's, words are hard. There's, obviously, words are hard. There's something that the Lord is talking to me in those moments. And that was it for this last show that I went to, was stop being such a jerk about tracks.
Well, I think it was more than that, if I can interject.
It was, yeah.
It's more about the being creative. Many times it's you and me, especially now that we're in the trenches and doing this each week as we build to where we're going. Where we eventually want to go is back to the stage and with the band. And it's going to have to be in the right time and place. And until we get there, there's options we have to be creative musically and to add in these flavors. Sometimes it'll be a little pad of sound. Maybe it'll be a track that we pull in from what we recorded, or worship backing track. So it's sometimes it'll just be acoustic. So
but it was really like, yes, that, but it was also just this moment of that I married a very creative man, and I have spent a lifetime stifling that creativity because I was almost apologetic about his ideas. It's the same reason I don't want a smoke machine in my house when I watch movies.
As some of you in the chat maybe know, with our movie days.
So we do these movie nights.
I had this little smoke machine behind the TV.
In our house. But he's just very creative on so many levels. And so, yeah, that's why I was like super chill about, you want to have tracks going the whole night? Let's just do it, because I am going to endeavor to not stifle the creativity anymore. Which
it's also just making it fun for people, having extra musical elements. But thank you for appreciating creativity, I guess.
Yes,
You are very creative too, but we should go on to the next song.
Next thing. Sorry,
okay.
I get.
Did you want to say something about this, or we'll just go into it?
No, we're just gonna go into it.
I can't talk either.
See, words are hard.
It's a self-planet. It's a self-explanatory as you hear it.
This is called "Fight Song" by Rachel Platten.
Yeah, definitely.
Did I say her name right? Rachel Platten.
Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain, I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Start it right now. I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Losing friends and I'm chasing sleep. Everybody's worried about me. In too deep. Say I'm in too deep. It's been 2 years, I miss my home, but there's a fire burning in my bones. I still believe, yeah, I still believe that all of those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain, I will scream them loud tonight. I've still got a lot of fire left in me. A lot of fire left in me. Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves in emotion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. 'Cause I've still got a lot of fire left in me. Oh, I've still got a lot of fire left in me.
So she woke up from where she was, lying still. Said, I gotta do something about where we're going. Step on the steam train, step out of the driving rain, maybe run from the darkness in my mind. Singing la 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 today. La 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 today. La today. Sweet the sin, bitter the taste in my mouth. I see 7 towers, but I only see one way out. You gotta cry without weeping, talk without speaking, scream without raising your voice. No, I took the poison from the poison stream, then I floated out of here, singing la 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 today. La 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 today. La today. She runs through the streets with eyes painted red, under a black 5 cloud in the rain. Through a doorway she brings me white golden pearls, stolen from the sea. She is raging, and the storm blows up in eyes. Suffer the needle chill. She's running to stand still. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who could hang a name on you? Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who could hang a name on you? Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. You know I'm pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. She'll suffer the need of chill. She's running too still.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. Can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you. You were all I ever wanted. Perfection was your name. Your lies were so attractive. I fell blind into your game. Because of you, my heart is broken. It was you who broke me down. I believe the lies unspoken, lovely deceit, melodic sound.
So that is our show tonight. And I realized I think I need a giant countdown clock because we're over on time and it's my fault because I
Yeah.
made us restart a song because I had technical difficulties and I don't know when to shut up.
That's okay.
So I
So
just
if-
keep just chitty chatty, talky. That's what I do.
We both do, but that's right. You're the talker in this band.
I'm sorry about that. For those of you who are tuning in, I'm sorry that I'm the talker.
Yeah, so we're going to
Head over to Patreon.
you're going to head over to Patreon. And so for those of you who are watching this on repeat and those of you who are watching now who may not know about Patreon, basically it's a way not only that you can support us as artists to continue doing what we're doing, but there's a bunch of perks we're putting in there. So once you become a subscriber, you can see those perks, which are some early releases. And we're working through currently songs that we're going through our new album with, which is a total new idea and scary to do.
Oh, it's really scary.
But it's fun
terrifying.
too. And it's a way for us to solidify, the process with not only with you, but with us too, going forward, keeping us accountable to moving forward on the album, working through the song. So we're going to be continuing a song tonight that we started last week on the what do we call it? The time travel episode. I think I'm calling
the time
it
travel.
that.
So if you're interested in that, you can find us at Patreon, patreon.com/changing names.
I love how you always pause. On
I
that
always
part.
pause because I'm like, wait. So
it an A or O?
patreon.com/changing names. Patreon. So you
Yes.
can find us over there. We're going to head over there now. So thanks for hanging with us tonight. Gosh, we just are excited that we get to do this every week.
Yes.
So we love it when you come along for the ride.
Yeah.
And we hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you next week.